you are, right? Right.
More forehead than hair.
Their will saw it as a symbol of their oppression. It cost $7 million to destroy the tower, and it was paid for by the United States.
From enemies foreign and domestic.
A worldwide conspiracy is underway, in which America is being taken over by the United Nations and its troops. The next day, David Trockman is manning the militia's booth at a gun show.
Booby traps?
It's another field manual put out by the military.
Why would anyone need a booby trap manual?
I don't know, it sells. I never use it, I know, but it sells. So.
It's a how-to.
Yeah. So here again, we better take this out of our public libraries. We better have the government quit putting this stuff out then. You know, they're blaming us for stuff like this, and it's their own damn manual. Let's get real.
The militia's message is also available on home video. These are tapes you won't find at your local video store.
What's this?
Okay, what we're playing is our newest tape, Invasion and Betrayal. Bob Fletcher is the speaker on it.
Be warned, the United Nations one world government will not take the United States of America. They will not take the American patriots, and you better watch out because we're not going to put up with it any longer. Thank you.
Usually when a person
gets stolen cars back. In the back, a metal sculpture in the shape of a heart. Witnesses saw and heard what happened next.
And I heard this popping sound, and when I turned to look toward the sound, I seen a guy with about a 4 to 5 foot pole with one end, with a point on one end, popping his tires. And when he got through popping his tires, he picked up a briefcase that he had with him and walked away.
The problem for police was what was written on the truck.
And has the word bomb written on a bumper.
I need you to move past 6th Avenue.
So police sealed off 9 blocks, closing down the core of downtown Seattle's retail center. Police evacuated tens of thousands of people from Westlake Center, the Bon Marché, Nordstrom, and many other buildings. Police also shut down the Metro bus tunnel, throwing the afternoon commute into chaos.
I hope they catch him and really, really slam it on him, because we don't need this kind of stuff. I mean, this is ridiculous.
The Seattle Police bomb specialists went into action. They even used King County's robot to investigate the truck and used explosives of their own to open the cargo area. Even as police worked and patience grew thin among those evacuated, 26-year-old Jason Sprinkle turned himself in. The Seattle artist said he was simply trying to make a statement with his performance art and never intended to hurt anyone. He surrendered with the help of Associated Press reporter Peggy Anderson.
I was worried about him because I was afraid people would think he was a threat, and I don't think he's a threat. He's an artist trying to stand up for art.
Not long after taking the man into custody, about 8:30, police reopened downtown and towed away the old truck and its broken heart. As it left, workers and shoppers returned.
It just devastated this whole area as far as business goes. But there's good and bad in everything.
Understood of artists. 26-year-old Jason Sprinkle, a.k.a. Subculture Joe, who in 1993 joined other artists in attaching a ball and chain to Hammering Man.
How long we been here?
5 minutes, 37 seconds. Who in 1995 installed a metal heart and dagger in Westlake Park to protest the planned reopening of Pine Street. And who in 1996 left a different heart and disabled truck in Westlake, causing police to evacuate the area. Acquaintance and Associated Press reporter Peggy Anderson says Sprinkle never intended this reaction.
This was intended as a guerrilla art statement. The parking of the truck, the heart, which had been a commissioned by Job Corps, and then that was canceled. They didn't like the piece. And I asked him if that was now a broken heart, and he said, yeah, now it's a broken heart.
Anderson says Sprinkle has attention deficit disorder and has been especially troubled of late.
I was worried about him because I was afraid people would think he was a threat.
But their actions angered another artist.
What this is really indicative of how our society operates. When they see a big piece of steel sitting somewhere, we all automatically jump on the bandwagon and assume people are going to die or there's a bomb or something like that, instead of just people relaxing and going, it's just art.
But art is in the eye of the beholder. In misunderstanding Sprinkle's intent, police saw not a positive statement, but a possible threat. Karen O'Leary, Cairo News, Seattle.
Which provides the shocks enabling him to communicate with his leader. He's moving freshly printed pages of a book predicting the end of the world in 1997. Wearing a t-shirt picturing their leader, somebody else notes our car registration, but leaves when we approach. A mile away, another building has since late March been surrounded by hundreds of police. This is Satyan 7, where the authorities believe the deadly nerve gas sarin was produced by the religious cult that owns all these buildings, Aum Shinrikyo, or Supreme Truth. Passions exploded after police removed 53 children from one adjoining building. Many of the children wore electronic headgear. Channel 4 News witnessed cult members, mainly those claiming to be the children's mothers, chasing away the riot police. The police claimed that many of the children, aged between 3 and 14, were malnourished and deprived of sleep. We obtained one cult video produced for members, which shows the cult's obsession with poison gas. The video was made before the Tokyo subway attack. The commentary claims 240 aircraft, including fighter bombers, have flown over Aum's facilities in recent years, dropping gas. Chimes marked the beginning of break at the village primary school, where teachers told us of fear among children and parents. This was heightened last summer, 8 months before the Tokyo subway attack, when several villagers fell ill. This time traces of sarin were found, but still the authorities took no action. And also, well before the Tokyo attack, village campaigners put up posters asking for information about a couple and their baby who have disappeared. The father was a lawyer who'd been investigating the cult. His home was in Yokohama, near Tokyo, and every week for 6 years, since the disappearance, an elderly lady has visited the apartment. Mrs. Sachio Sakamoto is the lawyer's mother. She airs the rooms, dusts around them, and checks that everything is in order. Around her, presents she's bought her grandson every year, even though he isn't there. This year, she arranged a place for him at primary school, bought a satchel and clothes. All of this in the hope the family will return.
臭いのものを入れてあります。まあ手を通さずにまた春のものに変えなきゃならないんですけど。
Her son, Tsutsumi, had been representing a group of parents who claimed their children had been kidnapped by the cult. After he disappeared, the only clue was a cult badge found in the apartment. Over the years, police could find no other evidence, and Aum Shinrikyo continued to thrive. Channel 4 News has found one mother and son who know the Sakamoto case well. Kazuo Kojima, not his real name, was a founder member of the cult. They agreed to speak to us on condition of anonymity, fearing for their lives. They've escaped from the cult, but Kazuo's wife and 4 children remain there. He recalls asking a cult leader about Sakamoto's fate.
私がちょうど辞める少し前に逃げ帰った人がいまして、その人から「先生どうしてますか?」って言ったら「坂本先生、いやもう富士の空に埋められてるんじゃないですか」ってね、そういうふうな3人から証言を得てるんです。
And he paints a chilling picture of life in the compounds around Mount Fuji.
もう一つは人間と人間の心っていうんですね。だからオウムでは子供と親は話されますし、人と人を話してはいけませんとか、オウムでは普通の社会のようにね、やめるとかやめないとかって、そういうような会話はないですね。だから私の場合、逃げる時にも2日ほど寝させないでね、あなたは地獄落ちる。
Little wonder then that many people in the village ask why it took the police so long to act. The answer, at least in part, lies in the status of Aum as a religious organization and the extraordinary role and privileges of such groups within Japanese society. Yet Aum is an odd religion. Its blind, bearded guru claims to have foretold the Kobe earthquake and predicts Armageddon in 2 years' time. It has roots in the occult and mysticism, believing in the supernatural, but at the same time runs a variety of businesses, including this computer shop. Aum refused to grant a television interview to Channel 4 News, but did invite us into their besieged Tokyo headquarters. We were able, briefly, to film believers who live here. They were worshipping Asahara, listening to his tapes, and watching videos of his teachings, while one senior member told us their rights are being abused and gave a lengthy denial of all the accusations against them. Aum has been able to attract young and well-educated members. Take Hideo Murai, Aum's Minister of Science and Technology, who's been the subject of intense attention. He was stabbed a few days after we filmed this incident. Mr. Murai, an astrophysicist by training, designed and built the chemical facilities at Mount Fuji. The cult has 22 ministries, and half its leaders are, like Mr. Murai, university educated. Kazuo owned a large business before he joined the cult and signed over all his property. He was attracted by the promise of enhanced powers.
私は組織を持ってましたから、例えば会社も株主だけでも70名、そういう人がたくさんの人が集まってきてましたから、いわゆる人を指導するための力がいったんですね。それが超能力とかに憧れて、そういう意味での超能力に憧れた。それが一つの大きな原因ですけどね。
He believes the cult from which he escaped is dangerous and unpredictable, because its teachings regard life in the outside world as so meaningless. It's the actions that might result from this that so alarm the police, the villagers of Fuji, and the people of Japan, as the police tighten the noose around the cult and its leaders.
I just can keep him dry, and I really despise it.
Do you believe it? Do you believe it has really happened?
Well, it was told to me so nonchalantly that I almost fell off my chair at work. It just spread through the office right there, and they let it down.
What about you, sir? What is your reaction?